Aibuan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to you, friends. Welcome back. I have a friend here with me, Shanti Vijay Singha, who needs no introduction because she has been involved in this Montessori and preschool movement for a long time. So, as I promised, I have Shanti here to ask me questions as to why we do what we do. Over to you, Shanti.
I want to focus really on your work with Avankalanka. What exactly is Avankalanka?
Yeah, Avankalanka is both an organism and an organization in the making, where we are challenging the educated public to get involved in changing Sri Lanka's landscape. Because we feel, as you know, Avanka means integrity, and a breakdown in integrity is there in a large scale in Sri Lanka. And basically, Avankalanka should be a champion to change through integrity, making integrity our cornerstone.
Have you found such people?
I believe that there are people, good people, honest people who want to do the correct thing, but unfortunately they are a silent group.
So because you have to handpick your group, basically.
Yes.
Because it's Avanka. Avanka means honest, and they have to be full of integrity. Now I get that part, but to find such people, you must have gone through hell and high water.
Yes, and actually that is why we want to have these clips going out every week. That is to challenge such people to come out from the woodwork.
Let me focus a little on your project called Love Jaffna. When you say Love Jaffna, is it the entire peninsula of Jaffna that you are asking people to love? Or what is it about? Is it a part, or is it a village, or is it a... What is it about Jaffna?
Love Jaffna is actually, we are targeting the entire peninsula, the northern province. As you know, the northern province has 60,000 plus women-headed households. So we want to, our focus is there. Okay, for starters, we have just started work in Imbachole, a tiny village in Watukote South.
How tiny?
It's just 35 families.
Oh,
35.
workable.
Yes, workable. So where we want to, because there is this notion that the people in the south really don't care about what's going on in the north. So we actually wanted to get into this village and build it up with southern support to show southern solidarity. And that's what we are doing. They have a huge drinking water problem. Their houses are very shabby, they don't have the basic facilities. So we want to actually get there and build it up to show the people in the north that we in the south do care, and hopefully that many people in the south will also replicate this model.
So when you say south, let's be specific on that one. When you say south, are you asking people with, like, philanthropists to come and help you out, or are you asking people with a good heart to come and help you out? What kind of help are you asking when you say people in the south? I mean, that's a huge...
Basically, Shanti, how we have gone about is whenever there is a need, we put it up on a Facebook group.
And you have a website?
And the website. But mainly Love Jaffna things have been always on the Facebook group. And, people have come forward. Because as I said earlier, I still believe that we have good people. People with a heart, people who are not communal minded, and generally people are good. And basically our invitation is for those people to join us. As well as, once we do this, it will give them also some motivation to go and do it on their own, because there are hundreds of villages
And if
where
there's
they
some
can do
work,
it.
they can just do it on their own as
Of
well.
course, they can do it on their own, because it's always the first step that is difficult to do. And I believe if we do that part, there'll be many more to follow.
Little hamlet called Impachole.
Yes.
What kind of mindset of people are there? Because you're talking about a 10-year gap after the war, and the 30-year war that has caused so much of unrest
Yes.
among the youth, and like particularly about the children who are born after the war. I don't think there is a huge problem there.
That's
but
right.
the youth who, let's say they were 6 years old or 5 years old, and now they're 16 and 15 and 16, what kind of impact is having on their life?
Actually, I feel very sorry when I see the youth in this village, because they seem to lack vision, lack ambition, purpose in life.
What about their parents? Do they have the same feeling?
Yes, their parents are also not that great, not that great a role models to follow. So that's something actually
So
we
when you
went
say
this
not
way.
great role models, what does it mean? Do they drink, and do they have vices, or do they, or what kind?
Well, drinking may be the only vice we have seen in this village, but what we see is that the parents have not achieved anything.
Right.
So maybe because they were running for shelter,
Of course.
they would have been displaced. So as a result, these children don't have good role models to follow. So as a result, they have this very how shall I say, a very hopeless look when you look at them, and that breaks my heart.
Of course.
And that's why we went this time actually to make arrangements to take a psychologist next month to have a training program with them, to put some purpose into their lives. And and I believe if we do that and invest in the youth, we will change that village forever.
Yes, because you're talking about a 16-year-old, and if you say the 16-year-old looks hopeless, you're talking for the next 10 years, he'll be 26, and where is that going?
That's right. That's right.
So basically, the mindset change, you're trying to bring a mindset change.
Exactly.
With that. So that's with the youth. But what about the farmers and the agricultural role that they have to play in
Yes.
those areas?
If you go through our website, we have farmers is one of our focus areas, and we have just finalized arrangements to work with the farmers in the north, where we work with the government officials to ensure that the farmers get what the government has promised. The subsidies, the water, and this guaranteed price for 16 crops, under the Saubhagya program.
So, but you did say that there is a problem with water. Because of the
Yes.
salination.
Yes, that is actually in this village in particular. But generally, water, the farmers
They
manage.
can manage.
Yes, but this village has a big problem.
Salination
Yes, with salination
So
problem.
now the crops are going out to the people will be harvesting the crops. Hopefully, I'm giving you the bigger picture here.
Yes.
And the government will be buying at that particular price, or the current price, or
Yes, the government has actually established, a price for 16 crops. But we know, looking at the past, that although these practices have been put in place, it doesn't happen in reality. So that is what we have got involved, where we will see where the bottlenecks are, and then come up with solutions so that the farmers do get that guaranteed price at the end of the day.
could you tell me about some of the popular crops that the government has asked for, asked to be?
The 16 crops.
Yeah, not the 16, but a few popular ones.
Okay. You have the red onion, the big onion, the chilies, potatoes, green gram.
Those are the standard ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then in addition, turmeric.
Turmeric is the main source because now it's so expensive.
Yes. Turmeric, as well as this horse gram.
Yeah.
Yes, and Kollu and Kurakang, which is this millet.
Yeah.
So these are in this bag of 16. And I believe actually if we can really get the farmers to get a good price for the existing crops as well as for these newly introduced crops, if you can get the farmers engaged in that and at the end of the day give them a good price, I believe we will this will be a game changer.
Because these crops that you're talking about, it's also on the building of the nutrition of
That's
the
right.
country.
That's right.
Rather than putting poison into ourselves, you're giving full-on nutrition to the next generation of people in the country. So
Yes.
basically, this project has to work.
Yes, and also I think Shanti, you will agree that in COVID showed us the importance of the farmer,
Of course, definitely.
and also it highlighted the challenges the farmer faced, and that's why actually we got
Because
activated.
there was so much waste.
Yes, and also sometimes these farmers take their produce, and they don't get the price.
Yeah.
And actually this government really stepped in and helped out the farmer. But we want to ensure that this happens in a sustainable manner because most of the youth post COVID have gone back to their villages. So if we can give a good price for the produce, some of these youth who went back to the village, I don't think will come back, and stay in the village because they won't be poor anymore.
See, this is what I'm interested in, because if the person, let's say the young person is about 17 or 18, and if he's not prompted to come back to the city, and if he thinks he can make a go of it in his own village, that itself is a plus point.
Exactly.
Where you people can step in and make that grow, right?
Exactly, and because then because with the youth coming, there is always the brain drain factor,
Of course.
and ultimately, who are left in the village are the thugs and the the uneducated,
The
or
negative
yes,
elements.
so this will actually change the landscape of the village also if played right.
So who is actually behind you on this? I mean, who is giving you the support?
Well, we have some intellectuals, academics,
I'm
corporate
talking
leaders.
government support.
No, government, sorry. Government support here, we work in the north, we work with the Ministry of Agriculture under the advice of the governor of the northern province. So they
They
have
are
been
in full
very cooperative, and so we have to work with the provincial directors, the deputy directors, and their staff. So they have been
Great.
extremely supportive.
And do they see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes, definitely. Definitely they do.
And what about then? How are you targeting the family development of this entire project, like Love Jaffna? And I'm particularly interested in that little hamlet you were talking about, because I've been to small hamlets like that, and I see a lot of underdevelopment or non-development in these places. But what do you see? Let's take the next 5 years. What do you see?
Yeah, what we want is now, if you take today, none of those households grow anything. I think there's only one lady.
What grows there?
One is the soil is also very dry.
Yeah.
But in spite of that, there is this lady who grows this thing. I don't know the English name of it. It's kottakelangu, right?
Yes.
But she's the only
All-time
person.
favorite.
Yeah, but she's the only person who does this.
Right.
But that is because of the lack of motivation.
Right.
But I believe with this training
So
and
little
us
home
getting
plots.
involved,
Yes.
at least they will get involved in that.
Right.
Then we also want, because there are a lot of young girls who are mothers, we want them to get involved in some economic activity. So we want to actually get a project and make it happen in the village. So we are in the process of looking to build a community center where all these ladies can congregate and do a project together, and hopefully the youth will become productive by getting into some kind of vocational training and then a job after that, and the children will continue school, and with that happening, we believe that this village will come, at par with any other village, and that we want to make sure. And also we want to work with organizations like World Vision and get this family development. They have good programs, going in these areas where, culturally there are these issues, that the man has to work, the woman has to stay at home, things like that.
Stereotypical way of
Yes.
thinking.
So, to change that a little, where, you get the man also to help in the chores and the woman to maybe contribute
Will
also.
take some time.
Yes, but we believe because most of these couples are young, that they should be able to.
Thank you very much. I wish you good luck, and I hope we can catch up again sometime soon.
Thank you, Shanti. Thank you for coming. Thank you, viewers, for your patience. And we will meet you next week with another personality, where you will learn a little more about Avanka Lanka. Thank you. Aibuan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to you.